So, today's video, today I'm just going to yap about how I got this Swiggy guy fired, okay? So, you know what happened? Okay, so it's not like a Swiggy delivery guy, but it's like this, the customer care people who like talk on calls and stuff. I got one of those people fired, so yeah. It's not like I wanted him to get fired, okay? I'm not a bad person. I would not wish that upon anyone to for them to get fired. I am not the kind of person who wants someone to get fired. Okay. I I'm not saying that I'm a nice person, but I'm not saying that I'm a very bad monster, alright? So what actually happened was Popeyes, right? I ordered some chicken something from Popeyes because I was very hungry, lunch and stuff. I didn't have anything since morning. It was like 3, 4 something. And I called up and I was like, bro, I did not get anything. I mean no, so I ordered, it has been like 1 hour. I'm calling the Popeyes people because Swiggy mein the restaurant number is also there. The delivery partner number is also there. So I first of all called the delivery partner, didn't get assigned because apparently Popeyes, I think so, has like their own delivery partner. So even like Domino's does this, no? Where if you order from Swiggy or Zomato, they'll send their own delivery drivers to us. They won't use the Swiggy wale delivery drivers. They just use the app for deliveries, like getting orders and stuff. So the thing is, I was like, Popeyes calling the restaurant. They're not picking up. It's been like more than an hour, and then I call the I message the customer care. I don't call first, obviously, and then they call me, and because they have this option where you can call a person, and then I was like, yeah, I want to talk to someone. I would rather not text because I'm very bad at texting. I would rather call people. So yeah, so I called and I was like, yeah, I didn't get this order. It's been more than an hour. What the fuck is wrong? What's going on? I'm not getting any updates. And they were like, yeah, ma'am, I called the Popeyes people. They're not responding. I don't know what to do. I'm like, you don't know what to do, bro. Just cancel the fucking order at this point. What do you mean you don't know what to do? And then she's like, ma'am, I don't know. They're not picking up the call. I can't cancel. So I was like, what do you mean you can't cancel? You're literally Swiggy. How can you not cancel the order? And all that. I mean, I didn't say it that way, but I was like, please cancel. And I started crying. Okay. I was like, okay, so I was like famished. I didn't have anything from morning, and it was like 4 in the evening. And I'm like crying. I'm like, I'm like, just please cancel the order. Please cancel the order. And the person on the other end, she was good. She was like crying, ma'am, please don't cry. Ma'am, please don't cry. I feel like she was gonna start crying if I didn't stop or anything. I like, fine, whatever, I don't care, just cancel the order, please. And I cut the call. And then I cut the call and I was like, okay, fine, they'll cancel the order. I waited like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. She didn't fucking cancel the order. I called again. The second time, the guy didn't pick up. I was like, I mean, they picked up, but like, I think there was some issue, network issue or something. He couldn't hear me and stuff. So I was like, okay, fine. I cut the call and then I called again after like 10-15 minutes. So it's been almost 2 hours, right? And I called the guy. I was like, bro, I talked to 2 of your other colleagues. And I was like, they didn't do shit. I want to cancel my order. Just cancel my order because I know that the restaurant people are not picking up. I told him, I called 2 of your other Swiggy colleagues. I was like, I talked to customer care before and they said that the restaurant is not picking up, so can you just cancel my order? And he was like, ma'am, no, wait, let me call them first. I was like, bro, you don't need to call them because I already know that they're not going to pick up because I've been calling them for the past 2 hours. They're not picking up. And then he's like, no, ma'am, let me check. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And then and all this, I started crying again, okay. And I don't know, bro. It is so out of. I think 5 days after I was gonna get my period, so it was hormones or something. And I started crying again. I was like, oh my god, can you please just cancel the fucking order? Please just cancel the order. And he was like, ma'am, don't cry. Please, I didn't say please, but he was like, yeah, ma'am, I'll just cancel the order right now. Then he cancelled the order and he was like, ma'am, the cancel order. the order got cancelled, I was like, oh, thank you so much, bye. And then I ordered something else, I think, from California Burrito, because, dude, California Burrito, the best. It's like my comfort food. It's like, I ordered so much from California Burrito. I swear to God, like at least 10% of the, at least 5% of their income comes from, because every day after college, when I was in Inter, I used to go there to eat almost like at least weekly once. I used to go for after college. Me and my friend, we used to, so we had to go home by metro, right? So while taking the metro, my station stops at the mall only. So I will like the station where I stop at, Panjawata station. The mall is connected, okay. From there I have to walk to home, but still like it's connected to the mall. So we used to go to the mall every day almost, or not every day because we didn't have that much money. Our parents would have kicked us out of the house if we ate from outside every time. We'll be money, whatever. So we used to go at least weekly once or something, and then we were like, okay, fine. I ordered from California Burrito and stuff. I was crying and all that. Even after the thing, I kept on crying for an hour or so for some dumbass reason. And then I checked my phone because I was obviously crying. I was like, I didn't order by then. Okay, I was like crying and I was like busy crying, so I didn't check my phone. My phone is always on DND and in silent mode. So like I was like, okay. I checked my phone because I wanted to order because I was still starving, right? I checked my phone. What's up? Notification. It says, why you crying? I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god. I don't think I still have the screenshots of it. I did take a few screenshots, but I don't think I have them anymore. But yeah. So I was like crying and stuff. He was, so some delivery. So I saw the DP of the person, right? It was the guy. I think it was the third guy. So I was like, yo, bro. Because the only people who know that I'm crying are the Swiggy people. I think 2 people, because the second guy I didn't cry because I couldn't even talk to him, no. So the first person was a girl, third was a guy, right? So it was a guy's DP. I was like, how do you know I'm crying? And he's like, just tell me why you're crying. I was like, bro, what? That's crazy. Anyways, I was like, dude, why you texting me? Stop texting me. He's like, why were you crying? I'm like, bro, I already told you to stop texting me. Imagine a stranger suddenly texts you out of nowhere and like, why are you crying when you're alone in your room crying with your door locked? And you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he texting me? It's like, okay, you can be like, oh my god, he was concerned about you, but I like don't know that person. It is so creepy. Anyways, I was like, fuck off, don't talk to me. But he was like texting me, why were you crying? Why? Okay, see, there is this thing called curiosity kill the cat. That's for a reason. Yeah, bro, there's a reason for that phrase, because saying, yeah, like, people are very curious. He must be curious. I'm curious about like thousands of shits, okay? But I don't go around talking to strangers to find them out. I'm not going around creeping them out, bro. I was like so creeped out. It's not like I was scared or anything, but still, the thing is, the thing that irked me the most is like, how did he get my number? Like my personal number, because I thought generally when we call Swiggy, uh, you know, in customer care, we don't get their numbers, no? It's obviously like we don't get the numbers. So obviously I was like, maybe they also don't get our numbers because like, see, like if they want to protect this colleagues or like employees identity, but they won't protect their clients' identity. Our clients are okay. See, protecting employees' identity is very important, but protecting clients' identity also very important. Why? Because obviously we are the clients, dude. We are paying you to do stuff for us, not to like give our information to random ass people who can just text us out of nowhere. And like, I was so pissed off. So I was telling the guy, then I asked, are you guy from Swiggy? And he was like, yeah, I'm from Swiggy, okay. And then I was like, fuck off. And then I didn't tell him that, okay. I was like, I'm gonna report you to Swiggy, and then I did report him to Swiggy because, like, what the fuck? Why would you do that to someone? Why would you randomly take someone's number where you're working, like your client's number, and then text him? Why are you crying out of nowhere? It's not like I know him or anything. Okay, so I go to Swiggy support again on the app, and then like open the. I was just hoping it's not. You know what the funniest thing is? I took screenshots before telling him that I'm gonna report it to Swiggy, and then I took a screenshot immediately after I told him, and then um I was texting the Swiggy people, right? I was like, oh my god, this employee of yours, I don't know who it was, but I called customer care to cancel my order because it was not coming, and he like canceled my order. I think it's that guy. He like texted me on WhatsApp saying like, why are you crying out of nowhere on my own personal number? I don't think that is so unprofessional. How did he get my personal number? How is he able to contact me? Why you guys so, like, I was like full on going off in the chat this time because I didn't want to talk. I felt like I was gonna start crying again or something. So I was like, chat. So I was chatting with the another customer care person, and they were like, can you send me like evidence that this happened? I was like, yeah, I'll send you. I took screenshots and I sent him. Okay, and then it's so evident in the screenshots because I literally asked him, are you a guy from Swiggy? And he was like, yes, I'm from Swiggy. Like, screenshot. Obviously, it's literally there, written, yeah, I'm from Swiggy. He accepted it himself. It's not like I did anything. Okay, so, and then I go to check the chats to make sure that I got, like, all the screenshots to, like, send to the Swiggy. And then, you know what happened? He deleted all his messages and he blocked me. He blocked me, bro. I didn't block him. He blocked me first. Obviously, because I told, like, I'm gonna, I told him, like, because I'm gonna report you to Swiggy. He got shit scared. He deleted the messages, but he didn't think I was gonna be smart enough to take screenshot before I told him. I'm not dumb enough to be like, I'm not gonna be the person who is gonna, like, a guy, like random person is cursing me out or beating me up, and I'm gonna tell them that I'm going to record you and then record it, and then they all obviously stop. No one will believe me. I'm not that dumb enough to do that. Obviously, I'll record and then I'll tell them that I'm going to, uh, you know, like report them. I won't tell them that I already have recorded them because who knows. So I'm gonna report you to Swiggy. He deleted his messages. He got scared. Okay, so I was like telling them, how can you do this and all that bullshit, and he's like, ma'am, can you please send the screenshots again? I was like, I already sent you, why do you need them again? No, because I don't think that person read the screenshot properly, because he was like, are you sure it's a Swiggy guy? I'm like, yeah bro, he literally said it in the chat that he's a Swiggy guy. And then he was like, okay, can you send me a screenshot of him saying that he's a Swiggy guy? I was like, before this I sent all the screenshots of the chat. I don't know. I was like, fuck all. I don't know. It was like a very disappointing day that day. So yeah, bro. And then he was like, fine, thank you, ma'am. We'll take spiritual actions against this and blah blah blah. That happened. My brother at that point, I was like telling them the situation. They were like, oh, let's prank call, because I had this other rapid experience that I'll tell you after this. But like, I was like, yeah, this happened with this Swiggy guy and all that. And I was like, yeah, I'll show them the screenshots. And then they called the number. The guy was like, and he was like, how can you do this? Why would you text like a random ass number? And remember, at this point, I was underage. On top of which, I was literally underage at that point when the Swiggy thing happened. So it is even more serious because I was underage. How can you text a random underage girl like that? Okay, he didn't know probably, but whatever. So so my brother was like, how can you text like a random girl? How that is so unprofessional and shit. And apparently, and then he goes, I already got fired for that shit. Why are you calling me now? And all that. And my brother was like, yeah, you got fired, but it doesn't matter to me. Why would you text my sister like that? And all that. And he cut the call. The other guy. And then we were like, okay, fine, whatever. And that's how I found out that he actually got fired because of what he did. I know. It like felt so. See, I should not be happy that someone got fired, but I was happy because like they're taking the customers serious, because like it shows that Swiggy like cares about the customers and safety and all that shit, and they're taking them seriously and stuff. So yeah, Swiggy has given me so many weird experiences, bro. Like this whole video is gonna be about Swiggy. Second story. So this story is like the entire fault is on Swiggy, the app, not the. I would no, I don't know, but like the app. So I was having a sleepover with some people, and we were like, we wanted to order chips and shit at like 3 in the night. I think the order came. We ordered around 2:30. It came around 3 in the night. So we were like, okay. So someone older was there, so they went to get the order because we were young. The other people were like kind of kids. They were like older, so they went and they were there. So they went down to the house. At the gate, they were like talking to the Swiggy person, and they're like taking the order. And me and the other people were like, "What's taking them so long? Why haven't they come back?" I was yeah, because like I already made the payment online. So all they had to do was take the order and come back. But we went to the balcony and we saw them still talking to that person. We were like, what the fuck is going on? Because they don't even need to talk to the person and stuff. So we like went down because we were very worried about them. And then we went down, okay. And then apparently the Swiggy person, like the delivery partner, was asking for uh, the payment for the order. And but I order this stuff and I always do online payment. I don't do offline payment, cash and hustle and all that stuff. Not gonna go with me. So I ordered the thing. Obviously, I know that I ordered, so I know like um I don't have to pay anything because I paid online already. So the Swiggy guy was like, no, you didn't pay. And then he was like showing us a screen, and it was not my name. And I was like, bro, fuck off. That's not my name. My name is this. But the items were correct only, okay. The items for the order were correct that I got. So I was like, yeah, this is my order, but that's not my name. My name is this. And it was, I showed my phone, it was the same delivery partner's name was there. So I wouldn't take the name obviously. Um the delivery partner's name was there, and he was like, yeah, that's my order, that's what I'm going to deliver. So like, yeah, this is my order, that's what I ordered, so you should give it to me. And then he was like, no, but you didn't make the payment. I was like, no, I paid it. I showed him on my phone that it's already paid. Then it's apparently he delivered some else's order before this, and that person did not pay, I think. And then they put cash on delivery or something, so they did not pay, and they didn't pay there also because I think even if they tried to pay, he said that it was paid, but it was my order that was paid, it was not their order that was paid. So the delivery guy got confused, and then he put like, I already got my order. uh, that person ka order they clicked off. Then they came here, they pay they, and then the person was like, yeah, they gave. I was like, I'm not gonna pay. Fuck off. I already paid. This is my order. I took the order. We went inside because I didn't say fuck off. I was like, Bhaiya, we already paid you. I won't pay you again because it already says that I paid it. So we took the order. We went inside, chilling, and then he's like, calls me, okay. He keeps on calling me and he's like, ma'am, payment. I was like, bhaiya, I already did the payment. App mein bhi dikha raha. It's showing even in the app that I did the payment. So no fucking way, I'm going to pay you again, bro. I'm not made of money to pay you again. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna pay you. I already paid you. But he keeps on calling me. So I was like, at one point I was so fed up. I called the Swiggy ka customer care service and I was like, bro, this people, this guy is still calling me and my order is not coming as complete even though he's trying. I don't know what happened, what bullshit happened with your app. Maybe it's glitching or something because for him it's showing something else. So he's like harassing me to pay when I already paid, which I was like, I already paid. Why would I pay again? I'm not gonna pay again. Tell him to stop calling me. And this woman girl was like, I think she was sleepy as hell, or she was sleeping or something. She was like, yes, ma'am, okay, ma'am, ma'am. And then she got a call. The guy still kept calling us, like, paying the payment. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these Swiggy people? Like, oh my god. I was so frustrated, man. You don't even know, okay? I was like, I made the payment. I showed the guy that I made the payment. If you have any issue, call your employer and ask him what is wrong with your app, or this and so happened. So I can't do this. I was like, oh my god, why are you calling me? You should call your employer or your boss or something. Why are you calling me? I was so fed up, and then I called again, and then finally they resolved some issue, and he was like, yeah, ma'am, he won't call you again, please don't worry. I was about to cry, bro. I was actually gonna cry again, like seriously, because this is so frustrating and stuff. And I'm saying it's not the guy's delivery partner's fault, or the like, the customer care's fault, but like, it was, the app was glitching or something. I'm not gonna blame them, but like, Swiggy, I swear. Anyway, the customer first one I called, I swear she was like full on sleeping or something, because she was like, I don't know. She was like, yeah, I'll resolve. She was all full on sleepy voice and stuff, and then she didn't do bullshit, and he kept calling, so I had to call again. But like, yeah, except that I don't think it was anyone's fault that this happened, but still, okay. So story number 3 shows how desperate guys are. Male loneliness epidemic. I know I'm crying, bro. Okay, anyways, it's like this experience showed me the peak male loneliness epidemic. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, there, I really wanted to eat pani puri. It was like 3 in the morning, 2:30, 3. Okay, I wanted to eat a pani puri. Obviously, not many places are open that late at night for Swiggy delivery and stuff, but I wanted to eat. So I went and I searched. There was this one Jain restaurant, okay, which was like open, and they had pani puri, and I ordered some stuff. I ordered pani puri and something else, because I know, I think I only ordered like 2 plates of pani puri, because I needed for 200 to be like free delivery, because I had the membership and stuff. So I was like, let's do 2 deliveries. I mean, 2 plates of pani puri. I'll eat and stuff. Okay, and then I get a call from the restaurant, right? And they're like, and he's like, I'm the owner of the restaurant. I was like, why is the owner of the restaurant calling me? Kind of weird. Is there like something wrong with the? It's like there's something wrong with the order. They can't deliver. They want me to cancel, or they're gonna cancel, or something like that. He was like, "Ma'am, you are our 100th customer for the day. The day just started, dude. It's like 4 in the morning, or maybe he's counting from last night." So he was like, "We are the 100 customer. I'm gonna give you like pav bhaji free." So I was like, "Free stuff? Who says no to free stuff?" Uh, so I was like, "Okay, thanks." He's like, "Ma'am, this is my number. I'll give you my number, personal number. Can you please call me afterwards and tell me if you got the order or not? Because apparently Swiggy people eat the or customer's order, and the customer won't, because it's free stuff and all that shit." So he's like, "Oh." So he's like, "Ma'am, can you call me afterwards and tell me if you received the power here?" Because they can see that it's like pani puri and stuff, no, because it's there on the order for them. It's pani puri only, but there's extra pav bhaji. So he's like, "Yeah, he's gonna know. He'll like steal your order. He'll eat your food." And I was like, "Okay, fine. I'll tell you." I thought, oh, so sweet, such a caring, like a boss. He he like cares about his customers so much. I should order from there again and everything bullshit. So I was like, okay, I'll call, right? Biggest. Oh my god, I can't even tell you. I'm literally crying so much because of this story. It's not I'm crying, it's like water is coming because I'm so like my emotions are very riding high because of this story. So I was like, okay, I'll call you when I get the delivery and all this stuff. I got the delivery, went up, I checked, and I was like, yeah, I got the. I called him his personal number. He gave me a different number, personal number, which is not on the app, and I was like, yeah, bro, I got the order and stuff. Okay, this is not Swiggy's fault at all. I'm not blaming Swiggy. I'm just telling how this is a peak male loneliness epidemic. Anyways, I like called him. I was like, yeah, bro, I got the order, thanks and stuff. I was like, how is the food? And like, I didn't have it yet. I'll have it after I got the call. I just got the order. I just needed to tell you because you told me to tell you. I was like, okay, okay, eat the thing and then call me and tell me how it was. I was like, why? Okay, no, because the thing is, it's not like you can't tell them what you did it without calling them because obviously she gave me rating and there's rating in the Swiggy app like 5-star rating for delivery and for the food there's separate ratings and I can give a description also if I wanted to about the food. So like weird, no thanks, but I didn't tell him that. I was like, I'll call you, and I cut the call. I didn't think much of it. I forgot about it, and then I eat and stuff. It was bad. The food was bad. Okay, I'm not gonna name the restaurant. Okay, so he, the food was bad because pani puri was not good at all. The pani puri ka wo chola is there, no? I think he gave aloo. No, no, it was chola, just that. There's like thing, not even salt in it. It's just boiled ubla hua chola with pani and puri. I was like, what the fuck? Didn't taste good at all. I didn't eat the pav bhaji. Okay at best because I didn't like it. I didn't like the pav bhaji either. I was like, oh my god, okay, fine. You know what, whatever. I didn't like it. Such waste of money and stuff. But I did try to eat as much as possible because waste of money. Why would I don't want to waste money? So I tried to eat as much as possible. But I was like, I can't anymore because it's so bad. So I forgot about it, and then he called me again. He was like, "How is the food, ma'am?" And me being me, I was like, "Oh, it was good only. It was nice." And he was like, "How was the pav bhaji? Did you like it?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And he's like, "Do you want some dessert?" I was like, "No, thanks." And he's like, "Ma'am, when you smile, you look so cute." I was like, "Bro, when the fuck did you see me smiling, bro? You creepy stalker, were you the day?" I was like, "Oh my god, was he the delivery partner, or was he like there on the road stalking the delivery partner and watch me take the order or something?" I was like, oh my god, what? Okay. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Uh, like, did he stalk the delivery guy and come here to like watch me or something? Or did he like, or is he the delivery driver? Because I don't think I smiled at the delivery driver at all, but I was on call with my friend, so I might have been smiling, God knows. um if and yeah, so I was like telling her, oh my god, this delivery guy, this stuff happened, and then she was like, oh lol. We're just discussing the situation, and then uh and then I was like, yeah, lol, and I might have smiled, who knows. So I was like, shit, did this guy stalk me? And I was like, haha, how do you know that? And he's like, from your voice only I can tell that you sound sweet. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean from your voice only I can tell that you sound, that your smile is good? I was like, okay. And then he's like, do you do workout? How are you so thin? How the fuck do you know that I'm thin, bitch? How the fuck do you know what I look like? I was like creeped out max. And then he's like, you're ordering at 3 and 4 in the morning? Won't you like, won't, do you go to the gym every day? And I'm like, no, metabolism, bro. I don't go to the gym or anything. And he's like, uh, ma'am, you. some bullshit. Is like, I'm going home right now. I'm closing the restaurant now. Do you want some dessert? I'll get you some dessert and all the shit. I was like, no thanks, bro. I'm not interested. And then he goes on and he's like telling me, I have this other restaurant, blah blah blah. And then I have this THC cut selling thing. You know, THC vapes, smoke stuff and all that. He's like, I have like places that sell that. If you want that, you can tell me. And then he was like, if you can even tell your friends. I was like, is he promoting himself or is he flirting with me? I could not tell for the life of me if he was flirting with me or he was promoting himself. I like, okay, bro, fine, I'll tell. Bye, thanks, no thanks, bye. And then I cut the call. And then I forget about it. I go to sleep. I wake up. I get another call from him. I didn't pick up this time because I like, I'm not picking up your call anymore. I cut the call and then I blocked him. Man, dude, like seriously, male peak male loneliness epidemic, bro. How can you like? Okay, then afterwards I realized that he knows what I look like because my WhatsApp DP, and he obviously can get my WhatsApp DP from my number if I call him. But the thing is, it was so fucking weird because um what do you say? Uh ah it was so fucking weird because like at that point that was the first. Why would he save my number and why would he save it like in WhatsApp and stuff? I mean, did he have enough time to actually go to WhatsApp and check my DP and then talk, flirt with me and stuff? But like, I don't know, it was very weird. I don't know, I don't like these kind of people. Okay, anyway, yeah, that was my weird experience with Swiggy or like people at Swiggy or who people who work with Swiggy. But yeah, males, all of them were guys. Except the second one where she was falling asleep. That was a good, but like the creepy behavior where you would text someone like, "Why are you crying? Oh my God, you listen, all that bullshit." Guys did. I'm not like spreading a propaganda to hate men, but I'm spreading a propaganda to stop men like these people who have been talking about. That's the end of the video. Bye.